Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your nurse Dennis. This will be the first video I'm making after I did the introductory part. I'll be making doing a tutorial on depression. I know in one way or the other you've been affected by depression, or your relatives, it can be even your friends, but you don't have this platform to learn and know how to go about it when someone is depressed, or even if you are depressed. Know that it's not the end of it. There's solutions for depression, so don't struggle alone. Always know that there is a solution. So depression people normally confuse depression and stress. Remember, sometimes it is normal to be stressed, because as a human being we go through a lot. You can be stressed, you can be sad, but depression is not temporary sadness. So you find it is sadness that is prolonged more than 2 weeks. Yes, and people should know that different people, gender, that is women, female and male, children, teenagers, they express differently when they are depressed. And therefore I would urge even the parents, you know how your child normally behaves, and if there is a change in behavior, know that there is something wrong with your child. So you should always be keen as the parents and the first caregivers should always be keen on behavior change. Don't just take it as normal. For example, your child faking being sick, not want to go to school, there must be something wrong with this child. So always be keen as the parent. Yes, and also even how men express depression and women, it is very different. For example, a woman will feel sad, a woman will cry, but not a man. Men are always, sometimes they want to hide their feelings, and therefore it might come out late. You might realize late. They are frustrated, they are sad, they are hungry, you know. So always be keen on your spouse, on your brother, on your sister, so that you help them out in case of depression. Even if you are depressed, know that it's not the end. There are solutions that can be used to lessen the effect of depression. I want to share with you signs and symptoms of depression, because you don't know that you are depressed. But if you learn from these signs, I want to give you around 8 significant signs, 8 major signs of depression that if you see in your friend, in your brother, in yourself, know that you are depressed. So what you can do is to come out, share with your friend. You can even visit a mental health facility for a checkup, so that you don't suffer alone. We are here to help you. And remember, in the comment section, you can always interact with me, share with me. I will respond. I will respond very effectively. I'm very ready to help anyone who is going through depression. This tutorial, they do not they substitute real diagnosis. You can visit qualified psychiatrists and even psychologists for more advice. So the first one, the first sign and symptom of depression that many people exhibit is sadness. It is profound sadness that even if you interact with friends, you do your normal duties, it does not go away. And this sadness is persistent. It goes for even 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks. Yes, you know, it is normal to be sad sometimes because of what people go through, but this one is persistent sadness. Number 2 is Anhedonia. Anhedonia is a sweet way of saying you lose interest in your normally enjoyable activities, and this one is very serious, because if you are not motivated on things you normally enjoy doing, then it's like you lose meaning, you get tired, you know. Yeah, so normally these people, they lose interest. If you loved singing, you don't just see it interesting. If for example you are someone who's social, you'll start isolating your friends from your friends. If for example you love teaching, you get bored, you don't want to wake up and go to teach. The third one is lack of concentration. Normally depressed people, they lose concentration. Even if they are talking, they're in a discussion, they just suddenly become absent-minded. Even at work, they cannot concentrate. They are troubled. You can just see that this person has a problem. The fourth one is changes in sleep pattern. It can go either way. There's people, when they're depressed, they sleep most of the time. Always they're sleeping. Yes. And others, they have difficulty in sleeping. They suffer from what is called insomnia. They can be awake up until late, or sometimes they just wake up very early as 1 you are awake and you don't go to sleep until morning. So these people, you will find them tired because they are not sleeping, you know. Yes. And the fourth one is change in appetite and weight. So there are some people, if they are stressed or they are depressed, their appetite will increase and they will tend to find consolation in eating. So many a times such people will have will increase in weight. Yes. And others will not want to eat, will have lack of appetite. So for them, they will have weight loss. So if your friend is drastically losing weight, please don't just ignore. It might be as a result of depression. The fifth one is memory loss. I know most people, normally depression is more emotional and memory loss is cognitive. So these people, this is one of the strangest symptoms that I found out, because they tend to forget. They used to not be forgetting, but suddenly they have just developed, they cannot remember. You discuss with them something, if you don't remind them, they will not remember. So it's one of the things that is coming out that needs to be addressed. Memory loss can be as a result of depression. Feeling hopeless. You are hopeless of the future. You are hopeless of the current situation. You don't just see yourself coming out of it. You lose meaning of living. And a medical emergency, if someone becomes hopeless, they can easily commit suicide. And therefore, such people need quick medical attention. Number 7, irritability. Irritability. For example, mostly in teenagers, they are so much irritable. This one is mostly common in teenagers. Therefore, the parents, brothers always speaking on your brothers, because at that point in your teens, there are a lot of changes, body-wise, cognitively. There are a lot of changes, and somehow they can get depressed. Number 7 is thoughts of death, suicide, or suicide attempts. These people will always, even in nowadays in social media, you can find someone speaking about predicting like his death, and you can assume this person is joking, but they are serious. So such people, they have thoughts of doing the suicide, and therefore we should always rush to help them, locate them, and take them to mental health units so that they can get help as fast as possible. Lastly, what I want to share with you, that it all is not lost. Even if you are depressed, there are so many mechanisms, treatment and therapies that are normally being used to help you come out of depression. Always try to speak to one another. If you are depressed, if you are stressed, speak to your friend, share. Because I think it's normally said problem shared is half solved. So if you share, then I believe at least you'll get solution from somewhere. And let us be keen. Don't see your brother changing and you're quiet. If they do something bad, then you start saying, I wish I did something. It's your time to do something. Help your brother, help one another. Thank you for listening to me. And always, if you are, I know most of you are new to this channel, so kindly support me by subscribing to this channel. Always like, share, and don't forget to leave a sweet comment down below there. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you want to hear from me next time. Everything I will do as you say. Support me, I support you. Thank you for taking your time, and may God bless you. Let's hope to meet again, interact more in my next subsequent videos. Thank you guys. Bye bye.